Hi everyone, my name is Kira Cheney and I'm from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Because my name isn't so short, I haven't been given very many nicknames. When there were two Kiras on the team, I was K-Dog for one of my club teams when I was like 13 or 14, and then just this past year actually, most of you guys gave me some nicknames. Key, Kier, but Kira tends to be kind of a hard name to shorten. I have one sister, her name's Cambria, she's 22, she'll be 23 in November, and what's really exciting is that she just graduated from CU Boulder, and her new job out at Cigna as an actuary is here in Philly. So actually this week I'm helping move her in. We just drove 3 days and 26 hours worth from Denver out here to Philly, and moved her into her new apartment.
Tangled up and twisted. Now all the clouds been lifted. Lately my heart's been so empty. You, that's what I've been missing. Was tangled up and twisted. Now all the clouds been lifted. Lately my heart's been so empty. Strange light revolves around you. You float across the room. Your touch is made of something heaven can hold a candle to. You're made of something new. Let's not get complicated. Let's just enjoy the view. It's hard to be a human. So much to put an answer to.
My intended major is English, and I'm looking to minor in either film or visual studies. As of recently, I'm thinking I'm going to do the visual studies minor here at Haverford. My dream job is to be a filmmaker, so actively working on that one. So I've played volleyball since I was about 10. My sister got into it first, and so technically I started like passing the ball with her around in the backyard earlier than that, but I officially started playing when I was 10. I was a setter for the first 3 years that I played, until I was 13, when I started playing club at 13. For club, I was always an outside, but for school, in 7th grade, I was a setter. 8th and 9th grade, I was mainly a middle, but I also hit out of the right side a little bit. Sophomore and junior year of high school, I got to be outside again. And then my senior year of high school, I was actually our 5-1 setter again. So full circle moment for me on the setting front. But for club, I've always been an outside, which is my favorite position. I really enjoy all of them. And I was actually glad to get to set a little bit again my senior year of high school because it is fun. But man, hitting, and then getting to do some digging in the back row, that's where it's at for me. I don't really have any pre-match rituals. I'm not a superstitious person, so I don't really need to have anything a certain way. Usually I like to make sure that my 2 water bottles are filled up and ready to go, and usually I braid some teammates' hair, which I really enjoy. But other than that, I mean, I just try to kind of clear my mind. If I was not playing volleyball, I'd probably be playing tennis. I played a lot of sports growing up, so softball is an option, basketball is an option, but realistically, I'd probably be playing tennis. If I could grab a meal with any person, I don't know, there are a lot of good contenders for sure, but I'd probably go with Roger Federer. He's also my favorite professional athlete. I don't know, just his mental game, his mental toughness, his discipline, how hard he works in order to make his tennis look effortless, when obviously it's really, really tough, I think is, incredible. And he's got sportsmanship unlike anyone else. He's so graceful and he stays very calm. If you were just to look at his face, you wouldn't be able to tell if he just hit the winner or if he just double faulted his serve. He also just seems like a good person, genuinely down to earth and very sincere. So I think he'd be a good conversationalist. I think I could get lunch with Roger Federer. Given my little, what I call my European sampler platter, or what one of my friends called my European charcuterie board this summer, I now have a lot of new options of where I could live if I could live anywhere in the world. Probably, I really liked London a lot. I thought Amsterdam was pretty cool. For places I could actually live, still the place that I would like to visit is the Maldives Islands, but perhaps that's more of a retirement spot than a living spot. When I leave to go out places, I always bring my water bottle. I love my little water bottle with all its lovely stickers on it. And I also bring my EpiPen and my phone, and my keys, my wallet. Oh, and a jacket, and here in Philly specifically because it rains all the time, I keep an umbrella in my backpack and usually have my rain jacket with me. So those are the necessities. If I could pick anyone to portray me in a movie, it would probably be Anna Kendrick. Before I dyed my hair red a couple weeks ago, I had people tell me that they thought I kind of looked like her, so I'll take it. And I don't know, I think she's really authentic and funny and down to earth, so probably Anna Kendrick. Yes, I feel confident I could survive a zombie apocalypse. I would love my answer to be pull out my bow and arrow from the basement of my house, but unfortunately I fear I am not good enough for that anymore. So I'd probably just try to find other survivors. We'd get to a mall or a hospital and grocery store, and we'd make groups and plan and survive as a team. So with the help of teamwork, I think I would survive a zombie apocalypse. As for the most random thing I've ever purchased, I don't buy things. I'm not a huge shopper. I don't really like that. Maybe my most random purchase was one time in the grocery store, I bought this little narwhal squishmallow, which is kind of what got me hooked on the squishmallow thing. So perhaps that. I have 4 major pieces of advice for the incoming freshmen, so I'll try to keep it brief. The first one is the more the merrier. So when you're in customs, and especially these first couple months on campus, get to know as many people on your hall as you can, in your building, in your classes, get to know friends of friends, just kind of have this more the merrier type of mindset. And then I would say yes I actually had an alum reach out, like, and his piece of advice was say yes, because he missed out on a couple of really cool opportunities to do things off campus, and he doesn't remember like what grade he got on his paper or whatever. He just remembers feeling regretful that he didn't do those things. Like, I don't remember what I did my visual studies presentation on. I remember going to my first ever hockey game with Taylor and Taya. Shout out you guys for planning that. That was a lot of fun. And then I would say take care of yourself and your body. See the athletic trainer, ice, heat if you need to, roll out. Just do all the things and start doing them early, like in August, because it'll make the world of difference by November. And then call your family, like set up times to call your parents, your friends from home, your siblings. You know, and I think Fiona asked the question, like with younger siblings. I don't have a younger sibling, but I am the younger sibling. And so when my sister moved to college, what was really helpful to me was that we set up like a weekly time. Like, we looked at our schedules for each semester, and we were like, okay, like when is gonna be like the best day and time for us to set up even just like 30 minutes to an hour. And like this past semester, sometimes it was like, hey, I really only have 15 minutes, but I just want to say hey and see how you're doing. And I think Olivia asked about the transition to college, and if you're doing like the AP IB classes in high school plus club volleyball and like year-round stuff, you're almost already doing the college thing. Just the main difference is college classes take up like less of your time, but the homework takes up more of your time. But it's a little bit more intense, but if you've already been doing the things in high school, you're gonna be just fine. Just stay on top of your stuff, stay organized, but you're gonna be fine. You've already been doing the time management thing, so you guys got it.